Uh, I was a pledge twice when I was in school. It's like, I went to school, you know what I mean? And I was a pledge twice, and this song is about that. Well, I decided to improve my social station. I joined a fraternal organization. I tucked in my shirt, signed on the line. Right away they set about to improve my mind, my breath, concentrating on my breath. They said, son, we don't much like the way you walk. We're going to have to change the way you talk. They said your dress is kind of slouchy and your attitude's mighty grouchy. They said you got to learn to bubble. You got to bubble with enthusiasm. I started bubbling. Well, the most important thing you can't forget is learning the entire Greek alphabet. I never did really understand how that's going to make me any more man, but I learned it. I can whip through that son of a beta backwards in 5 seconds. Well, then they hit me with some pretty bad news concerning the payment of monthly dues. I never did know where the money went, and it never was sure as real well spent, but I paid it. I ain't no trouble causer, and besides, I figured that's life. If you want good friends, they're gonna cost you. Well, finally got to be party time. I got me a great big old jug of wine. I went back to the house in about an hour. Everybody's drinking whiskey sours, brandy Alexanders, and frozen daiquiris, reciting the Greek alphabet to one another. I could see I was going to have to do my very best to get myself out of that fraternity mess. I stood right there outside the door. I chugged that wine like never before. I staggered inside and bubbled all over a couple of their dates. So then everything's back to normal again. Of course, there's still lots of room for improvement, friend. That fraternity stuff's too much for me. Next time I'm going to join a sorority. Really give them something to bubble about. Thanks, all. Well, I guess we can play about 3 more, and then the Coast to Coast Blues Band will be up. They usually play about a couple, and then John Lee comes up. Boy, and they're all real good, man. Gonna rock this joint, right? And they're fine.